Hello, everybody, and welcome to the grand finals of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament for SpeedGaming Live 2020. We are very excited to be bringing you this live event here for all of you fine people as we wind up this great tournament with two very good runners going head-to-head in a best-of-3 matchup. I'm Pro8007, very happy as always to be joining you. And joining me on the comms is our bronze medalist from last year's live tournament, SpeedGaming. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Thank you, Pro. How you doing, man?
Good. This should be a good one. MaCobra is, as most people know, the defending champion of last year's live event. TEEX is a hardened veteran of both the randomizer and vanilla speed runs, so this should be a very competitive match. And we kick off with World 1, where world order, levels, enemy placements, items, just about everything you can think of has been randomized for your entertainment here today. With this matchup here, TEEX is the 3 seed, MaCobra is the 4th seed. Both of them won a qualifier to earn a top slot, and both of them have had some challenging matches. MaCobra in particular had to go 3 games in his quarterfinal match against me, and then in his semifinal match against Human Mustard. So he is well prepared for these endurance runs.
He's definitely had his work cut out for him in this last leg of the tournament, for sure.
Yeah. But as we stated, MaCobra is pretty well versed in all things randomizer, and he's used to these pressure cooker situations. This is, I believe, the 5th time he has been in the finals. He has won 3 of his first 4. Because he won the 2018 one-shot, he won the 2019 tournament, he won the 2019 SG Live, and he finished 2nd in the main tournament earlier this year. So, no stranger to the spotlight. And TEEX, obviously, very, very good player, has been deep in several of the tournaments to date, and will be more than a match for MaCobra. As with this, we'll see how his vanilla skills translate here today.
Really solid start from both of them. Really quick World 1, thankfully. Sometimes World 1 could be a real nuisance. You can end up having upwards to 3 fortresses in this world, and in some cases having to do all 3 of them, but they got pretty fortunate and only had to do 1.
Yeah, a pretty nice draw to start with. A pretty short fort in 2-4. 7-4 is a little long, but nothing too difficult. And then, of course, 4-2 and now the World 3 airship with a thick Larry, and TEEX will be the first one out.
All right, so we got World 1 out of the way. We're going to go World 2, keep it vanilla.
Why not? Chat, we got Charchit and chat predicting World 5. Close.
Very close.
We got a double bridge situation here. So guaranteed 2 forts, and
ooh,
well,
wow. Yeah, this is pretty much the worst case, well, one of the worst case scenarios you can get here in World 4. All the way on the right hand side, pretty much like vanilla. There's a pipe right there in the middle that'll give them a little bit of a shortcut here, but they'll be doing a couple stages before they get to the end.
Yeah,
I mean, they're going to have to do this fortress anyway.
Right.
So.
This is basically a vanilla draw at this point. So, yeah, they're going to have to play at least, they're going to play 3 more stages plus this. So, and then they'll get to skip 4-4's location because of the pipe. Whether or not they have to play the second fort remains to be seen. Thus far, the level draw actually hasn't been too bad. We have Waterfall Beta, one of 9 lost levels that are F. Coughlin, or Fred, found in the game code when he was building this randomizer that he has included in here.
Yeah, that one's a nice little break from the usual level. You can get a free power-up out of it, and pretty quickly to do.
So the water theme continues here with 3-2. Both of them are Raccoon Mario, which will actually make this a little faster. TEEX had a slightly better handle on the Cheep Cheeps than MaCobra, so he'll be out here just a little quicker. And ooh, MaCobra undershot the jump and missed out on the Cheep Cheeps, so have to take the slightly longer way around.
Yeah, it's important to note that it's a nice cloud there. In Randomizer, those Cheep Cheeps still are vanilla, I believe. So it does help having a little bit of a vanilla any percent strats in this one.
So a Jugum Cloud for TEEX, and MaCobra having a little bit of trouble here with the Hammer Bros in the first hand stage. They get a mushroom, so they find the other hands, there'll be more mushrooms. But because of this, MaCobra's actually going to miss out on a cloud here. Yep. So that's an unfortunate bit of RNG, and that bridge was built for the castle, so they get a free pass here. So MaCobra will be short a cloud here in game 1.
All right, still keeping it pretty neck and neck within a couple seconds of each other. Definitely not having that cloud from MaCobra may come into play, but we'll see.
It's basically a free pass if TEEX finds a bad stage like 5-9 or 7-5 or
Atlantis would be gets another cloud there.
Yeah, so double cloud, and now so TEEX is going to play the tower, which is right in front of him. There's no other pipes here, so he's feeling pretty comfortable that this is the correct play, and it probably is. World 5 can be a little wonky with its cloud its lock and bridge distribution, so you got to be a little careful about that. So yeah, it was about a 9-second difference between our runners after World 2. So that worked out. And ooh, MaCobra's got a chance here to catch up because TEEX has got to do this the long way, or the long-ish way.
Yeah, this will give him a slight push, just having the tail on him. So TEEX actually lucked out a little bit by using a mushroom before going in here, and he probably would have taken the death immediately, but that still would have taken longer than what he's doing now, and used an item coming back in. But yeah.
So MaCobra, by virtue of his power-up, has taken the lead over TEEX, but again, TEEX still holding the aces here with that extra cloud, and it wouldn't be unreasonable actually to just burn both clouds right now and just go straight to the airship, because it's basically guaranteed. He will not. He will play 3-6 along with MaCobra. Pretty gentle stage, although you can get some ugly enemy draws like this, but with the auto-scroller turned off, it's not too bad. So 1-1 now. Yeah. The only... It's not so much a question of risk, it's a question of just using them really more than anything. The only thing worse than, you know, misusing a cloud is not using a cloud. Because you're essentially getting a free pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3-6 and 1-1 are not exactly world beaters for stages, but MaCobra is on the airship. A normal Roy, so he's going to take a few hits along with it. Pretty short airship with World 1. It's a 5 hit, so TEEX can gain a few seconds.
Yeah, if he goes for a fire kill here, which he'll probably definitely do. Very nice.
Yes, very, very good. That saved about 10 seconds, easily. So, only 12 seconds between our runners through 3 worlds, so Charchid is predicting World 2. Sure, let's go with that. Let's have some 50-50 gambles on the forts.
Just taking notice, I haven't gotten any hammers yet, even though they're not as useful in these flags. They can provide a little bit of a skip in this world and the World 6 that we haven't seen yet, but there's always a chance for them to run into one soon.
TEEX was trying to implement some P-speed strats here on the tank stage. That's a relatively new idea that Zakubi actually came up with. Through the Speedrunners Edition ROM that actually MaCobra made, which takes out all the auto-scrollers and makes it a vanilla speedrun. So Zakubi, I believe, was the first to come up with that idea of just, you know, speed running through the tank stage. So we're at the Navy now. Oh, here we go. We have found Atlantis.
Yeah, we're easily going to take MaCobra's going to take the death here, as well as TEEX, and going to go ahead and use that cloud they got in their inventory. That's exactly the reason why you want to hang on to it. And he gets another cloud. Wow.
Yeah, MaCobra picks up another, and so is TEEX. So we have a cloud-heavy seed here.
Gotta love it, man. It just happens to be one of those, actually, instances, yeah, where if they did have a hammer, it wouldn't have necessarily saved them any time.
Right, MaCobra actually went for the door 3 clip, this in 3F1, did not get it, so now they're basically dead even. Another cloud. Is this an FF-17? Well, if we see Barrett, Ariath, and Tifo, we'll let you know. Okay, so there's the... Love the Sink, 7-8.
Oof.
Cobra taking a dip there. I thought he might.
Yeah, 7-8 is notoriously a really difficult level, and he's going to go ahead and cloud over it.
So he got his money's worth out of both clouds. TEEX still has 2 to use. Very nicely done by MaCobra using the P-speed strats on the World 7 airship. Got a little Marx Brother humor from the King. TEEX, meanwhile, finishing off Morton. We have about a cutscene difference as we head into World 6. It was a 14:25 halfway point from MaCobra. That's pretty fast.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And looks like this World 6 is going to be a longer one than the others, though.
It certainly looks that way. With 2 forts, that means we've got and both of those forts are up front. That raises the question: do you just go and play both of them, or do you gamble a little bit here?
Yeah, that could be a huge deal if one does and the other does not, and they end up being both required or not. But we'll see.
So MaCobra's going to put that Tanuki suit to good use. TEEX is actually playing the opposite fort, and no surprise, we get 4F1 and 4F2 together. Right, got a little off his alignment there. Oh, TEEX mistimed his jump. He has to go for a fuller jump there. And so MaCobra is going to skip it for the time being.
Yeah, he's definitely taking the gamble there, and he knows it. So if he ends up having to go back, it's just it's just a gamble.
Well, let's see what and TEEX is going to do the same. It's one of those things where like you don't see anything, so you kind of figure, well, I might be in or out of the woods here. We'll see what happens on the next screen transition. That may well inform their decision, but Cobra is in 6-2. TEEX had to kind of brute force his way through 1-2 there. Chat saying, so satisfying to see ships are not auto-scrolling. Yes, everything is... Auto-scrollers are turned off with 3 exceptions. The auto-scroll at the end of 3-7 if you go for the hidden item. 5-9 because the game would break if we didn't have it on, and a hidden loss level called Atlantis. So MaCobra realizes he's okay.
Yeah, the pipe is actually conveniently set up to skip that lock, so that we'll find out here if the fortress that TEEX did here should break it.
Yeah, so MaCobra looks like he guessed correctly. I'm not so sure about TEEX. We can't say for sure until he finishes 4-1, but it looks like MaCobra's got a good chance here of pulling ahead.
Oh yeah, that lock is broken.
Yeah, because it's a guaranteed 2 fort because we saw 2 10 tiles, so that means whatever MaCobra broke, TEEX didn't, because they played opposite forts. So if that fort is at the intersection, TEEX is in trouble here.
Yeah, so he'll have to backtrack and do that other fort, unfortunately.
Yeah, so that negates some of his other advantages with the clouds he has.
Yeah,
doing a nice job by MaCobra in 6-4.
Oh no!
So both locks were right on top of each other. MaCobra gets it right, so TEEX has got to go all the way back. He can't use pipes even to get around this. He's actually going to skip even the coin. He's going to skip this coin ship. That coin ship could come right in front of him. He might have to take a 100 coin fine just to get rid of it, or hope he gets rid of it.
Yeah, that was just a really unfortunate 50-50 gamble there. That it really just came down to a coin flip.
Yeah, MaCobra had a little trouble there with Lemmy in the World 5 airship, and okay, TEEX is, I think, kind of panicking a little here. Yeah, it's like, oh, right, yeah. So yeah, MaCobra's looking at about maybe a 90-second lead, even if TEEX uses a cloud here, and he may well just press the attack a little bit here. Okay, he's gonna put those Hammer Bros to sleep, that Hammer Bro to sleep, so he can continue on. MaCobra in 1-3, he is not going for the item.
See, I don't blame him. He had a whole bunch of enemies in his way that I would not want to deal with.
And yeah, not only that, and it's pretty late in the game to be going after it. If this were World 2, yeah, you might go for it. Oh, MaCobra is in the 7-2 and 3-9 beta. With a tail, he can skip a lot of enemies and just carry on down to the bottom here.
Wow, those piranhas. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Piranhas lately have been showing up in the most inconvenient spots lately in these seats.
Fortunately, yes. So we've got two locks. We got two pipes, a lock, and a fort on the left-hand side of the map. And the fort is, I don't believe, a forced draw, so MaCobra might well just decide to take a look. $21.18 for TEEX. Now, again, the one thing that TEEX has in his favor, he still has two clouds. And this would be a good spot to use them, and especially 5-9, MaCobra has to play this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely... If he doesn't, he's going to run into the stage and take the death immediately and cloud it, that's for sure.
Yes. No question. Now, as far as this goes, I mean, MaCobra used both of his clouds correctly. I mean, he had the death in 7-8, and he's not going to waste his time with that. He skipped Atlantis, well, of course. Double fire chomps. Cobra takes care of both. So a vanilla 5-9 as far as that goes. But TEEX is going for the item here. I'm a little surprised. He must be hoping for something big, like, another cloud or a hammer suit.
I was going to say, he's probably going to hope for a hammer suit or a cloud here.
Got neither.
Oh, man. This will be a fantastic opportunity if they had a double hammer situation up to this point, but did not see one so far.
So, looks like, well, both forts are in pretty easy access. Wow, what an ugly line. MaCobra's hoping that there is no lock required, and there is. Now, that's the bad news. So, MaCobra is just going to play what's in front of him, and it's 8 fort. Best fort ever.
Yeah, another 50-50 coin flip here. We'll see if TEEX ends up taking the other. Oh, and he's going to go ahead and, do that double cloud option. Very good idea. That's going to give him a little bit of a lead to head up to the lead. And he's going to do the same fort. So,
well, that puts them about right about even. MaCobra's still with the advantage here. Largely because they're playing the same thing.
Yeah, TEEX really needed that. That was a great play.
Alright, moment of truth. And it is the other fort.
MaCobra had the Hammer Bro in front of him, and there's our first hammer of the seed. Let's see.
Unfortunate.
TEEX run into that as well, yeah.
Unfortunately, completely valueless because we've already seen all the worlds with locks.
Yeah, very true.
Or with breakable boulders, I should say. So yeah, unfortunately, too little, far too late. TEEX is now in 5F1 along with Cobra. Cobra is still with the advantage here by about 15-20 seconds. So they've drawn even overall, but really the big difference now is that correct call in World 6.
Oh, those really risky crouch jumps there with MaCobra around those flames. It's pretty good.
So we're going to deal with Wendy. Normal gravity Wendy. And she's a tougher Wendy, though, than usual. It's the full 5. So, again, TEEX can save some time here with the fire kill. Very nicely done. So that leaves World 7 in our midst.
All right, Vanilla World 7 coming up here.
A lot of pipes, and this could be interesting. Okay, it's a 1-fort World 7 based on the 710 tile. TEEX actually took a different pipe. Found the fort. TEEX is like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead and do it now, TEEX.
Yeah, because we don't see any locks on the board or anything resembling unforced passage. So good idea, and it's Air Force, which is a pretty straightforward stage. So
the odds of
in sync.
The odds of this fort not being required are pretty low, but again, you're right here. You may as well go ahead and clear it out.
Yeah, exactly. And how they got here is actually interesting because they both kind of they both came at it from different angles, and they're both basically repeating their earlier moves. MaCobra is going to the far right pipe. TEEX has found the correct answer. He has no lock left. He has no. So TEEX is taking the lead here.
What's funny is there's actually a pipe right after this stage, and you could potentially find it and skip this level. TEEX is going to go for a clip here, or attempt to.
MaCobra is trying to run through the math here. I think he's got it kind of figured out, but we got a jumping block there. And okay, MaCobra has found it as well, so he's about a stage behind. So good for him that he found that he calculated correctly in the end. But yeah, TEEX with the advantage here, going into World 8, and yeah, he's gonna put the Hammer Bro to sleep for the the Piranha, excuse me, for World 4 airship. Gotta watch out for that block. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah,
bloody.
It's a pretty sudden lead change just based on, trying to navigate your way through World 7, which can just be a nightmare sometimes.
what's interesting is neither play was invalid because of the structure of the pipes. It was just basically just overworld exploration, and it just so happened to be a little better for TEEX. 5-hit Luddy, and so we are about a cutscene away between the two runners as we go into end game here. Ooh, this could be interesting. 2 hands right up front. 8-2 in its vanilla location, a lock, pipe and 8-fort location. TEEX is going to take a look and sees it's 3-7 and is going to play it.
Yeah, he's going to want to see what's after this. And with this being one of the tank levels, but not a fort, means he knows the rest of the tank levels are going to be forts for locks.
The tank in the corner in the dark is in fact the fort. Ooh, 7-5. Wow. So we got a major route divergence from our runners here. MaCobra will get the benefit of immediate intel as far as what breaks and what doesn't. Let's take a look-see. Okay, so there's a lock in the corner. So, ooh, this is...
Actually, 2 locks there.
Cobra really doesn't want to deal with this. He might go back and try his luck at the starting point. TEEX is in the corner. Okay, MaCobra. Okay, so MaCobra, unfortunately... Well, fortunately and unfortunately, I think we know the answer now. It's it's that top center spot.
Yeah, the one looks like after that lock. Yeah, is the pipe to browser.
Oh, and MaCobra's broken it, so if he can get up there, MaCobra's got the answer, but can he get there? I know he's going to play 8-2.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, because I think he realizes the pipe that he needs that he hasn't checked yet is in the top left there in the darker room.
Now, the only thing with this is TEEX might still have the advantage because he has broken a lock and 8-fort is still in play.
Just getting the worst hand luck here.
Yeah, he finds 6-8, and he's just going to play this through, I think, just as a forced draw. Okay, there's Navy.
Wow.
I don't know if this actually creates progress, though. I don't think it does. I think it's 8-fort. That said, this could be useful nonetheless for MaCobra. Right, moment of truth for MaCobra. Is this the answer? No. I didn't. Based on the logic, it couldn't be. TEEX is kind of flailing about here. He's found the fort. I think he's got it. Now he's just got to find the correct answer. So, long-term advantage, I think, is still on TEEX' side here. because MaCobra has to play 6th F3, and he's still got to get over to 8/4. So they're going to have to play all of them, it looks like, in some form or another.
Yeah, this World 8's been a mind bender of a world here.
Yeah, this is really pushing their limits here. He still hasn't got that forward out. I think TEEX knows now 5F2 is going to get him through. Can MaCobra pull the trigger on this? Yep. Okay. This is TEEX's to lose.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just one of those nightmare situations where you have to keep coming back to check it, making the gamble to see if it made the bridge. Doesn't make the bridge. You got to go back, find the other fortress, and then you're dodging hand stages. It's it's a lot to deal with.
And TEEX, I think, is seriously lost at this point. That's the only problem. He is lost. He doesn't realize where that. Yeah, so he's giving MaCobra a perfect chance to pull back in here. So MaCobra, you know, didn't route this accurately, but nonetheless, he might pull this out basically at the buzzer. Because MaCobra knows where to go. TEEX doesn't. That was the only thing that MaCobra had going for him, and he's got it now. Oh, man. TEEX is... This is a nightmare for TEEX, and MaCobra in the driver's seat, and he clips through the wall there. You know, he wants to hold on to that fire flower. I'm sure he's thinking, oh man, I am so screwed. When's the dot done coming?
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. This is just the perils of World 8, man.
So the perils of World 7 last night, but man. Okay, TEEX has finally got it, and he cannot be happy with this. He had basically a sure win turn into anything but. $35 fireballs, and that will do it for MaCobra. And get out the GGs as MaCobra takes game 1 of 3 in a wild finish.
That was insane. GG to MaCobra.
So MaCobra52 finishes with an official race time of 37:31. TEEX, it's like he just realized what happened. Like, yep. So TEEX pulls through and will finish with an official race time of 38:39. So, game 1 in the books for MaCobra, but we have potentially 2 more, and TEEX will look to redeem himself here in game 2, which will be starting in a few moments. So take a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes for the next game of this exciting grand finale. All right, we are back for game 2 of this 3-game grand finals for the Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer tournament for Speed Gaming Live 2020. If you missed game 1, well, you missed a pretty topsy-turvy match with both players holding the lead for significant periods of time, and it all came down to World 8 routing. Go figure.
Yeah, it came down to World 8 routing. Potentially could have, also came down to some other gambles in World 7. Definitely Teeks with the extra cloud. And there was a bunch of variables in that first one, but it did essentially come down to some decisions in World 8, which can definitely haunt you.
Teeks forgot some of his pipe locations, and that can be difficult. There are 10 pipes, and it can be hard to kind of keep them all together. But unfortunately, that ended up sinking him, and it turned what could have been an easy win into a narrow loss for Teeks. So now the question is for Teeks, can he pull himself out from the depths here and come back with a good game 2 win and force a decisive game 3? That will be the determining factor here.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think he knows that he had that in the bag. Had he just navigated through World 8 correctly, he's going to come back and hopefully to redeem himself on this one.
I think so. MaCobra has, so far in this tournament, done very well in game 1. Game 2 has been a bit of a problem for him. He took game 2 losses to me and to Mustard, and I know last night a Friday night in game 2, he had a whale of a time in 7F2, and that put him behind the 8-ball early, and he never quite caught up to Mustard, and Mustard had a pretty comfortable win as a result of those early mistakes. So we lead off with World 4. Congrats to everyone who guessed correctly. So another potential double, we got a double fourth situation. We got a lock out in front, but because of the way the pipes are positioned, this might be the only thing they have to play.
Yeah, they're definitely going to hope for that. But yeah, usually when you see that second pipe there and a fort right next to it, right in the beginning area, just go ahead and play it right away, and hopefully you get that skip.
Absolutely. All right, so this is a very quick world. So Teeks gets, because of where the Hammer Bro got positioned, he gets a free pass. MaCobra picks up a mushroom. Unfortunately, it wasn't anything special.
Yeah, one of those vanilla exploits that you can use in Mario 3. If you're on the same tile in a screen transition of a Hammer Bro, if you hold the direction that you're moving in, you'll actually pass over that Hammer Bro, and Teeks is definitely going to make advantage of that.
So about a 15-second difference. Basically, that Hammer Bro is what separates our runners for the first world. And thank you to SpeedGaming 3 for that rating party of 60. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Mario 3 Randomizer Finals for SpeedGaming Live 2020 between MaCobra and Teeks. So right off the bat, we get another pipe, another lock in a visible location and a fort right off the bat. So this could be, again, good information.
Okay, did not break the lock, so they know that it either broke the lock or made a bridge further on in 6 here.
So, Teeks helping himself to a fire flower. Taking a slightly atypical route there to get to the finish line. MaCobra about a stage back right now. Just or a little less, so a lot of game left to be played, and there's the coin ship, and it's actually a forced draw for both of them, so it doesn't really matter where it ends up. Or almost forced. Ooh, Teeks does not get the double quick kill, but he does get a hammer, and he might use it right away. Well, maybe not. Let's see where this pipe leads.
Yeah, that was actually a good call to wait and see that screen transition to see what was over there.
He's definitely using it here. This is a free pass to the finish line.
Oh yeah, there you go. I guarantee you both will do it, and there you go, a free path right to the castle. Very fast World 6.
That's what you kind of wait for, and what a fortuitous spot for that that hammer to be, and being a coin ship. Regardless, that is really good fortune for both of our runners here.
It's a very convenient hammer there, and
oh yeah,
by trial of elimination, they knew that pipe was going to be some good stuff.
And you know, 2 worlds down in 5 minutes. Well, the only reason that happened is I didn't roll this seed; somebody else did.
You know, I didn't touch this seed, so
So 20-second gap between our runners through 2 worlds. We're only 5 minutes into this. Ooh, World 3, and this could be a quick one too, based on that layout. Unless this takes them into an impassable spot. This is interesting. And Teeks makes the correct call. He's going for the fort.
Yeah, this is the right call. Go for the fort, and then you have access to the 2 other pipes immediately after that. So yeah, good call here.
Exactly. Yeah, MaCobra also kind of did a pump fake there. It's like, oh right, pipes. Pro AC rolling powers have been disabled. Nonsense. I'll be back. Don't you worry.
Human Mustard banned me many years ago.
So we've got the answer. MaCobra is just about done here. Six airship. See if they're gonna go for the airship clip in the wall there. Teeks did not get it. MaCobra has been pretty successful at this. We'll see if he has better luck. Is this going to be a sub 30? Fire kill there by Teeks. Got a little off course because of a roving hitbox, but gets it done at 7:04.
And he's going to have a little bit of an advantage of another fire kill here over MaCobra, so it's going to extend that lead.
Yeah, unless this was like a 2-hitter or something or less, but nope, this is going to 4. 7:28 for MaCobra. So again, 24 seconds separating our runners, but with this seed going at terminal velocity early on, we got another hammer. And this is a pretty nice draw for World 1. Wow, we could have sub 10 through 4 worlds.
These are really, really nice draws. Easily go for the bottom fort first and see if your luck pays off. And then if not, you have the second one right there. This is a really good world one.
Yeah, and if it had been one fort, it wouldn't have mattered. They'd have to play this anyways. So you got to just go with what you have. And it takes the lock up top, but it's moot either way. MaCobra gets the door 3 skip, very nicely done. He tried for it in game 1, did not get it, but this time he does, and reaps the benefits. Missed fireball there by TEEX. Almost got him hit by Boom Boom, but he was able to recover and take care of business. So about a half a stage difference between our runners right now. Uh-oh. No escaping it now.
Well, there goes our chances of a 4-world sub 10, but, you know, we weren't going to get that lucky.
Oh, it's full of fire nippers. Oh, boy.
Fire nippers and piranha plants.
Yeah, they got a P-Wing. TEEX got a good item draw there. That's good, but I would take a 100 coin fine and going for a P-Wing here. Yeah, not sure what MaCobra was trying to do there, but was just going to power his way through. TEEX has got a chance to really pull ahead here.
Ooh, wow. He had a random flying chompy head there pop up. He almost ran right into him. He keeps his P-speed and he's through. Oh, and MaCobra takes a nipper death right as he's trying to get up there.
He's going to P-Wing this. Watch. Now he's just got... He gets through these first 2 rooms, he should be okay. And TEEX picks up a hammer.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he lost his... He can't even get his tail back, so yeah, MaCobra's gonna have to go for that mushroom now.
Yeah, this stage is a thing made of nightmares and Randomizer. Just it usually draws the most frustrating and annoying enemies to get through. It's long and you have to do a loop if you don't have a tail. It can be pretty annoying.
It's not the... And MaCobra's trying to go for the clip because he knows what's down below. He's being a little early with his jumps and trying to clip through the wall there. And at some point, you're just going to be like, oh, screw it, I'll just do this. There's a cloud for TEEX, so... Yeah, MaCobra is pressing really hard to get back into this, but looks like TEEX holding the aces right now. Yeah. There it is.
Oh my goodness, these piranha plants.
So TEEX is in 3-3. It was a forced draw, so could have used the cloud actually. So MaCobra trying to implement. Oh boy, he's got to be really careful here. And he's through, and oh, what a journey that was.
Yeah, he's gonna have a big sigh of relief after that.
Unfortunately, this puts him way behind, at least 2 minutes behind TEEX. So TEEX has the long-term advantage here, and another hammer, and there's the hammer for MaCobra. TEEX will get an item out of this in hand 2. And it's a Jugum Cloud, so this could be a rocket seed.
Look at that. You got the fort right next to the lock there, so it's either going to be this one or the one in the previous area there.
So, MaCobra is done. TEEX is going to take his 100-coin fine and probably use that P-Wing now.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah. TEEX has 2 clouds and 2 hammers. The hammers only have limited utility because we've already seen worlds 3, 4, and 6. So 2 is the only other world where they actually have value. It's not to say they don't have value. Alright, so that's out.
Yeah, so now he's going to go find the pipe that takes him to the other fort, which is thankfully right next to the pipe, and he has found it, but on the other side of... So he's going to have to do a stage in between it before getting to that fort.
It's 1-4, so I'm sure he's not stressing too much about it. I mean, it's not Atlantis or anything.
Yeah.
Are warp whistles in the randomizer? Yes, but the flag sets we are playing with do not permit them. TEEX is an 8 fort, best fort in the game. But there is the option of actually playing with warp whistles, but under these controls, we do not. We play this as any percent warp plus.
So MaCobra has found his way to the bottom area there. He's doing one of the hand stages here. He's going to see where it goes after it. And he gets a cloud after that one.
Yeah, so good for him, but he's going to have to be rather judicious in his use, I think. Cobra is not going to take the 100 coin. Can't take the 100 coin fine. He's just going to take his Tanuki suit. TEEX picks up a star off the first Piranha stage. Not bad. I would have used a cloud regardless here, myself, just because it's basically a freebie. Maybe if he had a music box, he would have.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He probably would have done with a music box.
So 6-4 closes it out as far as regular levels for TEEX. Cobra finished off Fort Knox. He was 215 behind going into this world. To answer chat's question, the 100 coin fine is basically our way of saying, you know, you just basically lose a life and decide to move on. Cobra, I think, is getting a little off the track here.
Oh yeah, he's trying to find his way to that fortress. And he's found it. There it is.
Yeah, he had it. He was trying to find a way around 1-4. Ooh. Bouncy Ludwig.
Not only that, but the questionable hitbox that he always seems to have right on his head there.
Yeah. So, 17 flat for TEEX, and here's something to note. It took him 1047 to get through the first 4 worlds. It took him 613 to get through this. So, you know, you wanted the seed to kind of revert back to the mean. Well, there it is. The seed has returned.
And World 5 always has the potential to be a little bit of a long one as well. This one they're going to have to do the first fort to make the bridge to the second area here of the first screen. And they're actually going to have to do the tower in a vanilla placement. So, and then we'll see what the cloud has to offer.
Cobra's trying to clip through the wall there. Did not get it, so he will just have to do this normally. TEEX is done with 6F2, as Starman Zero calls it, Elsa's Thwomp Paradise. I've heard of that.
TEEX going ahead to use a cloud there, so now he's down to one left. Gets a P-Wing out of the Hammer Bro, and he's on his way to the tower.
Cobra actually skipped, because he actually had the advanced routing knowledge, skips the Piranha stage, which is good, but still way behind. He's looking at about a 230, 245 deficit right now.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate. That's about a 30-second time loss.
Yeah, you never want to take a death, especially in the later half of the tower stage, because you're all the way back through there.
Yeah, he uses some Yeah, there must have been a missed jump input, an eaten jump input or something. So TEEX is gonna have to kind of reset himself a little bit here. Well, we're getting hit in the face there by Ludwig. He's got to be careful here. He's already died once here, and Cobra is out at 1950. Not what he wanted to see. He's almost 3 minutes back after 5, and well, that's a pretty quick World 5 for us.
Yeah, very convenient pipe shortcut there, and yeah, pretty much didn't have to do anything in the second area there. It looked like almost there for a second. I didn't even notice the pipe was there leading to the exit. I was noticing if it wasn't there, they were gonna have to go around and do the blue fortress to break that lock to continue forward. But yep, they definitely lucked out there.
So Cobra is in 6F2. TEEX is out at 2032. So that just leaves World 2, which has a hammer spot. Whether or not it's required remains to be seen. But so far, TEEX looking like he's going to force that Game 3 against MaCobra. Probably not, actually, based on that draw.
Ooh, man, you hate to see that in these flags.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like hammers don't get a lot of utility just because of the way it's been drawn up, but yeesh.
Yeah, with 3 hammers in his inventory, he's really wishing he could use one right now. But that's just how World 2 works.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to play 3 stages. Well, let's see. He might get his mileage out of that hammer anyways. He'll do a map check if nothing else.
Yeah, he could end up getting a small shortcut with that breaking the boulder down there on the bottom part of the map of World 2.
Oh yeah, he'll save a stage, especially if this is the only fort in the world.
I do believe MaCobra also has a hammer, so he should be able to make that same skip.
He's got hammers. Yeah, he's fine. So MaCobra gets through that deathless, so he is going to save a little bit of time here. Cobra TEEX seeing how this works. Yep, free pass. Use it. Cobra was trying to go for the fire kill there. 22:49. So we gained some time back, about 30 seconds, but yeah, still way behind here. Thick Morton here. $23.20 for TEEX. MaCobra just starting World 7 here. Ooh, MaCobra taking a hit there. Trying to press the advantage here.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so we got a shot at a sub 30 here for TEEX. If World 8 plays about normal, it should be a sub 30, although he doesn't have a hammer suit. At least as far as I know.
Yeah, I don't believe so, but regardless, this is insanely good pace, even with the longer worlds that ended up being in this one. It started out really good and ended up could be really good through World 8.
Yeah, so we got a fort right off the bat, which is what you kind of like to see because it at least informs, you know, that you don't have to necessarily come back here. Cobra having to be a little careful with Cheap. So TEEX is going to skip that, go around the hand stage, wins the coin flip, and, well, okay, there's a lock. Another lock.
I think he might know where his pipe is now.
He's got a pretty good idea. Actually, it could have been that first lock. It could have been that first pipe, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking it potentially is the first pipe.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
that turns out to be the case. Wow.
Yeah, that's that's very rare that you would get the first pipe in World 8 to lead you to Bowser, but also that you would skip the first pipe and kind of, you know, work your way around that way. So we'll see if that ends up being the case.
TEEX is done with 2-4. MaCobra just finished off Morton. So... $8-2 and 8-1 in the corner. TEEX, I don't necessarily agree with that. I would have checked, I don't think he checked up top to see, because there was a lock up there, too. I think he's betting on a pipe being down in the corner. But now MaCobra's just finishing up here, so moment of truth. Is this the correct... Yep. Okay. It's the first pipe. It has to be.
It has to be the first pipe, yeah.
And I think it's a free pass. It's a free pass.
Oh, you've got to be kidding
me. Oh my
me.
goodness. What? Are you kidding? MaCobra's going to get a sub 30 by fiat.
No.
Oh my god. Wow! What a call! What a wow! Oh my god!
Is gonna be shooting himself in the foot after he realizes this.
Cobra's getting a little ahead of himself here. He's thinking sub 30 here, and he actually took 2 hits to the disco waffles. To lose to World 8 in 2 straight games. Oh! That has got to be psychologically crippling. Cobra's taking the bottom route here.
Oh my goodness.
Cobra is 5 jumps away from being back-to-back SG Live champion. Oh, I cannot wait to see his... I almost don't want to see his reaction. Well, he's actually more stoic than I thought he would be about it.
The potential
Right.
he's thinking that that bridge was made by a fort, but he did not need it, unfortunately.
MaCobra52. Please stop jumping around. He goes into the drink, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. But get out the GG's. MaCobra has won the championship with an official race time of 29:04. TEEX has taken care of business, and he has unfortunately finished runner-up here, but a outstanding sub-30 nonetheless from TEEX88, finishing with an official race time of 29:38.
What a finish.
Oh, man. Huh. Whoa. Oh. Oh, man.
I can't even, like, I'm trying to put myself into that situation, what I would do, and like, honestly, it's just, you never know, man.
Yeah. It's like, I think Human Mustard has it right. TEEX will never skip that first pipe again. And, you know, there's a sad irony in that, but nonetheless, we congratulate both of our runners. We're going to bring them up in an interview shortly. Before we do that, give our runners a follow. What an outstanding display of skill between both of these players. I mean, this was outstanding. They played 2 very different seeds, and they demonstrated their skills very, very well. So, absolutely no shame for both of them, and they both deserve your follows. And if you're so inclined, give me and S Diesel a follow as well. But please, our runners should come first here. This was an outstanding race.
Yeah, fantastic showing by both of them. Just showing, you know, what can happen in these seeds in a competitive, more often in a competitive setting.
Yes.
How differently these seeds can play out.
Be coming up here in just a moment.
All right, looks like we're good to bring him on in.
Oh, we welcome our 2 great competitors, MaCobra52 and TEEX88, to the chat. GG's to both of you for an outstanding 2-game match.
GG's.
GG's. It was a lot of fun. Congratulations, MaCobra. Great races.
Thanks. Good set of close ones there for sure. Holy moly.
Yeah. But both games came down to World 8. It was all about the pipes. I hate to define these matches in such a glib term, but it was all about the pipes.
World 8 was especially a nightmare in the first race. I know that I played enough levels where I was able to open up the path to Bowser's Castle, but then I got lost a few times and re-entered a couple pipes like 2 or 3 times, trying to figure out how to get to the Valley of Bowser. And then I probably lost about a minute or so just in that process.
Yeah, that you were leading going in there, and just kind of getting twisted around because all those pipes were kind of they were clustered together, and it's easy to kind of get them all mixed up. It wasn't like, you had like 5 in one location. You really had to kind of work your way around, and the hands were kind of giving you the business as well.
Oh yeah, I think I got pulled in by the 7-5 panda at least 5 or 6 times. So they were a little friendlier towards the end, but I think that by that point it was a little too late. I know that in the first screen it ended up being 6-8, so I figured by process of elimination it was going to be leading to Bowser's Castle. So I figured, I'd just play it. It's really not that hard.
Right. And you also had the early game 1 advantage just by RNG with the Hammer Bros. I believe it was World 4. You played an extra Hammer Bro. MaCobra did not. You got an extra Cloud out of the deal. So that allowed you, because you were behind at a certain point, then you pulled dead even with him and actually pulled ahead later in the race. So, RNG was cutting both ways.
Nice.
And then game 2, it's like, of all the times that would actually pay off a God World 8, who knew, right? Because it was Navy.
Oh wow! So TEEX, you went past the hand stage and went to the other pipe in World 8.
Yeah, I think I did, and I think I also played the level 1 panel just as a shortcut, so I didn't have to deal with pipes as much because I was already halfway done with World 8, so I figured I would just cut across because I figured Bowser's Castle was going to be on the left-hand side of the dark room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like we weren't 100% sure until we saw that lock above the 8-2 spot, and then we knew we knew what broke as a result, and was Navy. So it's just one of those things, and but I know MaCobra 7-5. Oh boy.
I had a little trouble clipping there once I got my thing going there. I died once, right, and then I quit the P-wing and tried to get through it that way.
Yeah.
I must have been like a minute trying to clip, and and then at the bottom near the end there with that chomp just jumping around, I was like, crap, is he gonna hit me? But thankfully he stayed above me. So
no kidding. And TEEX actually had about a 2-minute lead as a result of that, because you used a P-wing, I believe, and were kind of able to sort of muscle your way through it, and you got an extra raccoon tail out of the deal as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went into 7-5 with a fire flower, so I was able to take out the nipper that was guarding the Koopa shell. So I was able to take out the Patuis on the ground, and then I grabbed the leaf from the box, and then I just flew overhead.
Yeah, you're right. I got the chronology mixed up with something else, but apart from, I think, World 7, that seed was like being on like rocket fuel. You guys flew through that seed, and a pair of sub-30s to finish this out on bracket stages where that's very hard to do. That's incredible.
Yeah, for sure. This is really jet seed overall.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome, I'm pretty happy with how I performed in the tournament, and just in the finals. I was glad I was at least able to, at least from what I'm hearing, put up a good fight against MaCobra. I know he's a really fierce competitor.
Oh yeah, no, if it comes down to World 8 luck, there's nothing to be ashamed of. It happens. It has happened to the best of us. But no, Absolutely. Your execution was definitely on point for the levels, for sure.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I was bummed out about in race 2 was just taking that death in the tower. I know I tried to do the P-speed strats when I was on the roof section, and I just damage boost right through one of the giant Koopas, and then I just dropped the jump input and just fell on the spikes after getting in the pipe. So lost a good 30 seconds there.
Yeah. That was like the only thing you probably want to have back. Otherwise, it was very, very good. Question from chat: how many times has MaCobra won? This is your, I believe, 4th title across all of our different little tournaments. This is, of course, your 2nd in a row in the SG Live, as well as your 2019 main tournament and the 2018 one-shot that we did for Randomania many moons ago.
That's quite a resume there, but yeah. Yeah, very, very close races, Teeks. I mean, any other scenario Ward 8, you could have flipped this around. You never know. So, props to you, man. You did really, really well.
I really appreciate it, MaCobra. Thank you so much. I certainly had better world dates, but I'm really glad that we were able to put on a good show. So yeah, thank you again so much for SpeedGaming for organizing this. Thank you, Proa, and for providing all the commentary. Thank you, S Diesel. Definitely looking forward to events later down the road.
And that's where I come in here on behalf of SpeedGaming. Definitely thank you very much for joining us, Teeks, and congratulations to you on 2nd place. That's still going to be a sweet payday for you, but congratulations to MaCobra for winning this tournament.
Really appreciate it. I'd like to thank SpeedGaming, of course, and all the comms and Reach Streamers helped make this happen. It's been a blast.
Yeah. Right on. Congrats, MaCobra.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes, absolutely. Thank you to SpeedGaming for, as always, giving us a seat at the table and for their terrific support throughout this event. It was absolutely great, and through all the highs and lows and everything in between, it was a sensational week. And I can't wait for next year, and hopefully we get to do this in person again, because as great as this week was, and it was great, there's nothing quite like doing it in person.
Oh yeah. The energy of the crowd was definitely something that's missing from this, but everyone was able to take care of this great. And we definitely want to thank the people who did some commentary for this. I mean, you did a whole bunch of this, Proa, S Diesel here helping you out. Let's also remember to shout out the 3rd and 4th place finishers of this. We have Human Mustard and Mitch Flower Power taking the semifinalists.
Yes, absolutely. Their reputations in the community, both Rando and Vanilla, are obviously well known. Mustard has been a outstanding cheerleader of the Randomizer since day one, and his enthusiasm cannot be understated. And of course, Mitch Flower Power is a great ambassador of the SMB3, of all things SMB3, and his presence and support through this tournament and our other main tournaments, as well as our 2020 champion. He's done great things for the Mario 3 community as a whole.
And don't forget, this is not the only SMB3R that we do here on the SpeedGaming Networks, as Mind of Me has pointed out about the weekly races.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The Fridays are kind of up in the air at this point, but definitely on Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, we always do a weekly race. Everyone is welcome to attend, and we do try different things from time to time, different settings, different ideas, just to kind of see what works, what doesn't, what the community thinks. So it can be a very fun evening, and we're always we have people always eager for races.
And in addition to that, I just want to thank a few other people out here. Also, thank you very much for helping us with all of your support here on the back end, Proa, MaCobra. And also, we can't thank Fred enough for what he's done to the Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer. I also got to thank our top donors towards this tournament. You were one of them. Claris.com was one. MaCobra was one. I Am the Sky, Human Mustard. And we did get an anonymous donation as well to help put us over the top and make this one of our featured side tournaments. I got to thank Dark Moon EX for the layout that you're seeing here, and for the people who have been watching the marathon and seeing some of the stuff we had available for prizes on the bottom, Draw for the Pearlers, and Glassies for the background music that you're hearing underneath our voices right now. So with that, definitely congratulations to MaCobra, back-to-back SG Live champions. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations, MaCobra.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
GG's, Mac, and GG's to all our runners in this tournament. It was definitely some really tough competition this year through every single match. It was definitely very good through everyone.
absolutely, and look forward to seeing you all in our tournament next year. Start time is TBD. It'll probably be in the spring, based on the way things are shaking out. But stay tuned for further details about that. But we look forward to seeing you all there in next year's main tournament, and hopefully we can bring on the fireworks for that as well.
Also, we'll see you every Saturday night at 9 o'clock for our weekly races. So make sure to join us.
And for one last time, please give our runners a follow. This was an outstanding exhibition by both of our finalists, and they deserve your support if you haven't given it to them already. Every little bit helps. So please give them a follow if you haven't already. So thank you all. And thanks again to SpeedGaming for hosting us and making us a featured side tournament for this live event. And we'll hopefully see you all live next year in Virginia.
Absolutely. Stay tuned. Super Mario Odyssey Triple Bingo Finals coming up here in about 5 minutes on SpeedGaming.